Buling isn't just another 4-star healer. She's the kind of unit that instantly makes the game feel more alive. Kuro clearly took the lessons learned from Yoo-hoo and poured them into a design that blends damage, sustain, and personality into one surprisingly energetic support bot. She's easy to love the moment you see her Septimont cutscenes, and even easier to appreciate once you start playing her. In this video, I want to walk you through why this quirky, spark-slinging resonator is such a joy to use. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? Buling is unusual because she has layers. Yeah, like an onion, but she won't make your eyes ball out crying. She's not the type of support you slap into a team and forget about. She wants you to follow a rhythm. She rewards you for paying attention to her rotations, and when you do it right, she gives your entire team stronger resonance skill damage, steady healing, and surprising off-field damage. She feels like a calm character who hides a lot of power behind her quiet animations, and that's what makes her interesting to learn. To understand her better, start with the idea that Buling's kit revolves around stacking and consuming trigrams. You build trigrams through specific actions, and every time you spend them with a heavy attack, you gain one of 2 charges that will eventually push her into a balanced state. This balanced state is where her real value appears, because once she enters it, her resonance liberation upgrades into a stronger version that gives your team a meaningful damage boost. Hey, version 3.0 is coming soon, and it's time to save your Asterites for the upcoming Toon Break resonators like Linné and Mornier. If you find yourself short on Asterites or Lunites heading into version 3.0, you can use my Loot Bar link in the description and pinned comment. Loot Bar offers competitive discounts, strong Trustpilot ratings, and a secure mobile top-up process that never requires sharing your account password. Using the link provides up to 25% off, plus an additional 10% off your first purchase. With that covered, let us return to the main discussion. The process starts simply enough. Buling gains trigrams from her 2nd basic attack, her 4th basic attack, her resonance skill, and her mid-air attack. When you consume 1 trigram, you get a yellow charge. When you consume 2, you get a blue one. You need both charges because once you collect them, Buling reaches her balanced state. This upgraded mode allows her to cast a stronger resonance liberation that leaves a talisman on the field. This talisman is the core of her support identity. Once it is placed, it consistently inflicts electro flare stacks on enemies nearby at a steady pace. Electro flare grows over time, stacking up to a certain limit and repeatedly dealing damage as it ticks. While Buling isn't built to be a main damage dealer, this effect gives her reliable off-field contribution. More importantly, the talisman gives your entire team a resonance skill damage buff, which is the main reason players run her. The buff starts at a basic amount, but when your team uses intro skills, that buff becomes stronger. Because of this, Buling's rotation naturally encourages you to start with her outro, cycle through your team members, and end on the character who relies the most on resonance skill damage. When done correctly, the cycle feels smooth, and your team benefits from both increased damage and a comfortable amount of healing. Healing is also built naturally into her kit. She does not heal in short, dramatic bursts. Instead, she heals steadily through her intro skill and normal attacks, keeping your team safe while still enabling them offensively. She's not meant to replace Shorekeeper completely in every scenario, but she is absolutely strong enough to function as a primary or secondary support for a wide range of team compositions. Now that her kit is clearer, let's talk about how to build her. Buling works best with Rejuvenating Glow, which is the classic support set that activates when you heal your allies. Because she heals consistently, this set stays active with almost no downtime. It increases the overall attack of your team, making it a reliable pick no matter what characters you pair her with. If you feel like her energy isn't keeping up with her rotation, you can use Energy Regen on her major echo pieces. This helps her reach her upgraded liberation more often and keeps her support cycle stable. For her main stats, attack percent works well, but healing bonus on the 4th slot is ideal to amplify her healing output. She does not need offensive sets unless you specifically want to amplify her personal damage, but that comes at the cost of team support. Her best Echo Boss option is Fallacy of the End, because it provides a boost to team damage when activated. Since Buling benefits more from improving her team than improving herself, this fits her identity perfectly. For substats, aim for energy regen first, then attack percent, and then healing bonus as a bonus. For weapons, Buling has several choices. Variation is arguably her strongest supportive option because it gives her the energy and forte generation she needs to maintain her rotation without delay. If you don't have it, Cosmic Ripples is another reliable pick, focusing more on improving her healing through increased attack. And of course, if you happen to own String Master, it works well too, though it may feel like overkill since Buling gains more value from steady uptime than raw stats. In terms of her talents, for a damage build, prioritize her Liberation and Forte, and everything else will follow. But if you want her as a healing buff bot, prioritize her normal attacks and intro skills, as those are her main sources of healing. Her power grows even more when you unlock her sequences. As a 4-star unit, she is very easy to obtain duplicates for, and some of her sequences meaningfully improve her playstyle. Sequence 2 gives her 25 energy every time she enters her balance state, which drastically smooths out her rotation and allows her to cast her upgraded Liberation much more often. Sequence 5 is where her Electro Flare application becomes more aggressive. Her Talisman automatically applies stacks when dropped, which helps build Electro Flare pressure faster and keeps her off-field presence meaningful. And her Sequence 6 is the highlight because it doubles her Resonance skill damage buff, turning her into an exceptional support for characters who rely on that type of damage. This leads naturally into her team options. Buling shines with characters who deal Resonance skill damage. Carlotta, Flova, and Chong-Li benefit directly from the boosts she provides. She also works incredibly well with other supports who buff Resonance skills, such as Xiangli Yao, just to name a few. When paired with these types of units, your team layers multiple skill-based buffs at the same time. She also synergizes well with Chisa, because Chisa increases status infliction and allows the team to ignore defense. Once Buling reaches Sequence 5, this synergy becomes even stronger, because Buling's Electro Flare stacks arrive more quickly, and Chisa converts that into higher team damage. Functionally, Buling serves as a flexible alternative to Shorekeeper. While she is not universally stronger, she fits many of the same roles, and in some teams even performs better due to her strong Resonance skill amplification. If your account lacks depth in healing supports, she fills that gap well. Now, the real question most players ask is whether she is worth pulling. The honest answer depends on your roster. If you already have Shorekeeper and Verena built, and you don't need a second team for difficult content, you may not feel an urgent need for Buling. But if you want another support who provides both healing and meaningful Resonance skill amplification, Buling is one of the best options you can add without spending too many resources. Players who rely heavily on characters with skill-oriented kits will feel her impact immediately. Players who need an extra healer for a second team will also appreciate how stable she feels. And if you enjoy her animations and personality, then she is absolutely worth building. She is definitely the most fun I had in using 4 stars in a while, and definitely a unit worth investing into, at least for the lower floors of the Tower of Adversity. So what do you think about Buling? Where does she sit in your tier list? And do you think she signals a shift in how 4-star supports are designed? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if this guide helped you, and subscribe so you won't miss more breakdowns like this. That's it for today's tutorial. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. If this video resonated with you, please leave a like and subscribe. Ring that bell for massive version 3.0 gacha luck and maybe a sandwich. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you in my next video drop. Goodbye.